The greatest prison is the prison of your mind.
Worst prisons are the ones we build for ourselves.
Close enough. Previously, on me reviewing shitty movies, I reviewed Bloodsport and Blood Fight. Bloodsport's good, Blood Fight, not so much. But Bloodsport begins with a young kid being caught stealing a sword. Bloodsport 2 begins with a grown man stealing a sword. He's in so little of a hurry that a woman stops him to flirt on the way out.
Look, I'm really lousy at this, and I don't even know your name. But do you want to get out of here and go grab some dinner?
Come get on the train.
He tries to sell the sword, but his business partner betrays him, so he goes to prison, where he is immediately jumped, saved by an old man, and then the old man is jumped.
Hey, Lemonade!
Where is the Bloodsport Kumite stuff coming in? Well, we gotta wait for that because first we have to learn that the old man is magic, and he has to pass his magic on to our hero.
No need to touch. To achieve the Iron Hand, one must live it, be it.
For unexplained reasons, but I think Pat Morita had something to do with it, our hero is released from prison to enter the Kumite, but there's no prize for the Kumite because the prize was supposed to be the sword that he stole, and his business partner stole the sword. Oh, also, the girl from earlier is back.
Come get on the train.
I give her that music because she is now with the business partner who stole the sword. Ray Jackson is also back in the movie. We have no Jean-Claude Van Damme or Bolo Yoon, but Donald Gibb is in it, and he mostly just spends the movie hitting on a woman who's entered in the Kumite.
Rumor has it that you want to go out to dinner with me tonight.
Well, let me put a stop to that rumor right now. Because I go to dinner when I want, with whom I want. I'm sure you know where to stick it. But if you don't, I can stick it there for you.
So, the thing is that you're busy tonight.
That is that legit brilliant line. He walks up, "Hey, I heard you want to go out with me." And she's like, "I would never date you." "Oh, I just came over to tell you I'm busy and can't." Brilliant. Okay, so here we are, 36 minutes into the movie. The Kumite battles start, and just like Bloodsport 1, tons of different styles, tons of great, pretty interesting fights. main character has even extra motivation because the bad guy is the lead prison guard. He also does, of course, beat up the female competitor and kill a guy. There is a murder, an underground fight league, actual fucking magic. And none of this shocks anybody in the movie. But know what shocks them? That Tiny's real name is Raymond.
Hey, Tiny. What's your real name, anyways?
It's Raymond.
Raymond!
What's wrong with the name Raymond? Come on, people. Fine, on to the final fight. He is, of course, getting his ass beat until... Hey, remember how we spent like 20 minutes of this movie of him in prison learning magical powers? Well, he doesn't until he sees water ripple like a T-Rex is coming and says, "Oh yeah, I know magic. Why don't I just use that?" He is, of course, awarded the sword, but unlike in Bloodsport 1, it's not just representative of the sword that he stole, it's the actual sword that he stole, because there's a large subplot involving police and a large shootout and action scene where he gets his sword back. Also, Pat Morita pays off the prison to get the old man released from prison. That's why he's able to be there for the final fight. And the storytelling of this movie is the old man telling his students this fantastic story about underground fight clubs and magic and, yes, a guy named Raymond, but they only really care about one thing. What happened to the girl he met in the bar?
Didn't he ever get to kiss the girl?
This movie is from 1996 and stars Daniel Bernhardt instead of Jean-Claude Van Damme. Pat Morita's in a couple scenes. James Hong, who's in everything, plays the magical trainer guy. No one else you're really going to recognize. A couple stuntmen, people that showed up in a few ripoffs of Bloodsport, a couple people from Kickboxer franchise. It's directed by Alan Mahertz, who only really did this in Bloodsport 3. IMDb says it's written by James Schechter, which is pretty much impossible. He only did children's television, so it's very unlikely that he wrote this film. Overall, this movie came out so much after the first Bloodsport that there were thousands of ripoffs in between. Some of them we've actually reviewed, like Firepower with the Ultimate Warrior in it for some reason. And some of the ripoffs even starred Jean-Claude Van Damme. So putting a basically a no-name like Daniel Bernhardt and a couple stuntmen in this makes it not as good right off the bat. Donald Gibb is back, but he's not in it much. There's no character interaction with our main guy and any of the other fighters because he's told right away, nah, you might have to fight them later, don't become friends with them. So there goes half the plot from Bloodsport 1. There's a large subplot of him trying to get the sword back so that whoever wins the Kumite will have a prize. It's not really worth anything. It's more of a traditional thing that the winner of the Kumite always gets the same sword. So I guess Jean-Claude Van Damme gave the sword back after he won it in the first movie. Yeah, it just doesn't have the interaction and charm that the first movie had. It's just kind of a guy. And I'm not really sure why he'd be invited into the Kumite. He's just a thief. There's no indication that he would have any chance of fighting people until he goes to prison and learns the Iron Claw, and the movie forgets about that until the final scene. So, yeah, it's just a mess of plot. I do not know who wrote this. As I said, IMDb claims that this guy James Schechter wrote it, but he only did children's television, so I doubt it. Maybe, but I doubt it. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall try to do better next time, and next time is Bloodsport 3.
Watch this.